Hello everyone, my name is SVPKingBee, and today we are going to be returning to our Pokemon Color theme teams. A quick recap, my inspiration was a desire to have some fun with colors, using them as a base to make a Pokemon battle team, given my history as a lighting technician in the entertainment industry. Lucky for us, there's a handy dandy list of Pokemon by color to make it a little easier to pick teams. It classes Pokemon into red, blue, yellow, green, black, brown, purple, grey, white, and pink. To restate the rules for picking Pokemon, I cannot use duplicates or multiple Pokemon from the same evolution line. Shiny forms don't count, and legendaries and mythicals are not allowed. Otherwise, anything is fair game. Let's pick the Pokemon for our yellow team. Compared to last week, there's nowhere near as much choice, and quite a number of these Pokemon are either legendary or not available in Sword or Shield, so let's see now. There are two gimmies right off the bat. As the king bee, I cannot be without my queen and her royal guard, so I have to choose Vespiquen and Ribombee. Now I know they aren't competitive, but they are on theme. But that's all the bug types I want. Mimikyu's a gimme as well. I've used it in the past and I know it's good. I've got a fun set for it. A friend of mine uses a Boltund to deal with Dragapult, so I'm gonna give that one a try. A no retreat Phalanx might be interesting. I'm not sure, but I'm slowly running out of options and that's part of my problem. Of the remaining Pokemon, I'm tossing up between Sandslash, Executor, Rapidash, or Haxorus. I wish my main Typhlosion was in the game, but unfortunately it's not. I'm gonna pick Haxorus. Given the bees in particular, I think we need some power to round out the team. There's a mix of theme and power here, but my bees, they're just that important. Let's hope they can hold their own. I'm hesitant to say they will, but let's give it a try. Alrighty, here we go. Our first battle against... Now I do apologise, I don't know how that O is, but I think it would be pronounced Jorgen. Forgive me if I do not pronounce that properly, but Jorgen, thank you so much. Let's have a battle. So, Jorgen leads out with his Chinchino, and we are going to be leading out with Queen Bee, and I had to make it a shiny Vespiquen. I mean, come on. I gotta tell you, normally I name after yellow, but, well, after the colours, I should say, but in this case, couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Well, we have our Queen Bee here, our Vespiquen, our very, very, very special lady. We're going to be opening up with Toxic Spikes. We're wanting to set up a couple of layers of Toxic Spikes if we can. It's a very defensively built Vespiquen. It is, and I'm just having a quick look while we set up another set there. We have Toxic Spikes, Protect, Dual Wing Beat, and Aromatherapy. Max Defense, Max Special Defense, Vespiquen. Its ability is Pressure, as you saw before, and I think we're going to go down. We really, unfortunately, this is where we are weak. Rock moves completely and utterly destroy us, but we got one layer of Toxic Spikes up. That's good enough. I was expecting Skill Link on the Chinchino, but you know, you can't always get it right. Well, rather, can't always have good luck. Right, now I'm not 100% sure the best move here. I actually think we're going to go with Bronze. Let's do it with Bronze. Now, Bronze is our Phalanx. It has a Battle Armor, and Max Attack, Max Defense, Jolly Nature, No Retreat, Iron Head, Close Combat, and Zen Headbutt. Against the Chinchino, we're probably not going to try for a No Retreat just yet. I reckon we're actually going to go for a Close Combat. Ooh, okay, Tail Slap, so it's trying to... Oh, okay, never mind. We handled that like a champ. I actually wasn't expecting that. We took that really, really well. I probably should have Dynamaxed now that I'm looking at how much our health was taken down, but Close Combat will do for now, and the reason is this. A No Retreat Phalanx is probably not going to live for very long. The whole point is it's out and you don't have much to... You really can't do much with it. I'm going to use No Retreat, and the plan next time will be to Dynamax a Phalanx. I've actually never... I'm starting to think. I think I've not seen a Dynamax Phalanx before. We'll find out in a minute. I'm pretty sure I have, because it looks massive, but I'm just thinking about how long it is, and I don't think it fits in the stadium when you Dynamax it. Just personally, I think that. Anyway, we're going to see what's going on. They're taking a fair bit of time to think, and I respect that, because it's not like this is an easy Pokemon to swap into. Phalanx isn't one that you see all the time. It's also not particularly strong necessarily, but it can be. Bit of a pain. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to use No Retreat in this battle. I fortunately have Zen Headbutt, and I don't think we outspeed. But there we go. Now, Scolipede, I believe, is a fairly bulky sort of Pokemon. So we might be alright. I need to see, but we'll probably be knocked out by it. Zen Headbutt doesn't knock it out, but that is a nice hit. I'm actually very happy with that. Surprisingly, that went pretty well. Alright, Scolipede Speed Boost. We were always going to be knocked out by this. I think at this point I'm just going to try for another Zen Headbutt. We're going to be knocked out, it's fine. But what do I send in against it? And that's the real question. So, I'm actually thinking that I am going to head into our beautiful, beautiful second B Pokemon, Royal Guard. And you might wonder why. Okay, why didn't it kill us? I missed why it didn't kill us while I was looking up the next Pokemon, because I assumed we'd die. Not gonna lie, I just assumed we'd die. Scolipede looks awesome when it does that. I really loved its attack descent. I don't think I've never used a Scolipede. I would love to have a Scolipede around one day. I'm starting to wish I put one in the red team, although is Scolipede red? Good question. I'm actually not going to go into Royal Guard. I didn't realize none of my moves were going to be affected, and of course they weren't. Let's try something fun. We're going to go for Butterscotch. Butterscotch is our Boltund. Now, as I mentioned in the video, earlier in the video, Boltund is actually something that I've seen used many times by a friend of mine against Dragapult. Actually, technically, it used to protect. Is that what it did? Now, if I'd have Dynamaxed Phalanx, we might have knocked it out. That's actually kind of funny. Or if I'd gone for No Retreat and then Dynamaxed, I don't think we would have outsped, but it would have been a fair bit of damage. Now, yeah, so Boltund with Choice Scarf, max speed, max attack, and it basically, and Strong Jaw. So it basically uses a whole bunch of jaw moves, which is, of course, the important bit. Ooh, we didn't get knocked out. There we go, boy. Fire Fang should knock out the Scolipede, and we're pretty happy here. We're likely to outspeed the next Pokemon. Now, Butterscotch with Strong Jaw. There is one move that I was considering, but I have to talk about, and that's Wild Charge. It would be the only non-bite move that it has. Here's the thing. Strong Jaw with Thunderfang is more powerful than Wild Charge, and even Choice Scarf, right, I did forget that tiny factor. Okay, we've taken out two of his Pokemon, he's taken out two of ours. Do I Dynamax purely for the sake of killing this Meowstic? I'm gonna say no. Let's go for Fire Fang again. We'll most likely outspeed it. Oh, Fake Out, okay. Never mind. Oh, we didn't die! I'm in a fantastic mood. Now, I am actually in a fantastic mood. I can't say why just yet. Little device came today. If it doesn't work, I don't want to spoil what it's going to do. But very soon there might be some little additions to some of the videos and streams. For now, not relevant. We're talking about Meowstic. So, what did it use? It didn't do that much damage. I'm sorry, I did miss what it used because I was looking around my room. It's a bit stupid of me. When I'm excited, I don't focus like I should, and that's actually, if you know me well enough, one of the reasons why we don't do so well in a lot of games. But what can you do? Now, Meowstic must be faster than I think it is, because wow, the fact that it's outspeeding me is kind of annoying. A Choice Scarf Boltund. We probably could have knocked it out in one hit with a Dynamax Crunch, but I don't think against the rest of his team, based on what I've seen, we would really have too much of an advantage. I'm amazed at Boltund, as a side note. If you've never... Ooh, okay. Alright, well, I'm locked into Fire Fang, and this is probably not a bad thing. I'm not going to swap. Once again, this is around about where I want to be. So if we burn it... I don't... Actually, can we burn it? May leave it with a burn. I am going to hit it one more time. I think we can outspeed. And basically what I'm not going to do, actually it doesn't matter. Ooh, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's going to be multi-scale with weakness policy. Doesn't matter in the slightest. It does not matter. Because now that we've taken it down a little bit of health, multi-scale doesn't work. So I think we'll go with Mimikyu. I'm actually pretty happy with how this battle's going. I think we might win this. It's uncertain, I can't guarantee it, but I think we might win this. So we're going to swap into Mimikyu. I will check other Pokemon, but I don't think Medallion's the right way to go. He has used a Dragon Dance himself. Pretty sure Mimikyu's the way to go. Royal Guard. Royal Guard. I wasn't expecting that, actually. I forgot. I forget that Ribombee is part fairy. One of the significant advantages it has in battles such as this. We're just going to go straight for a Dazzling Gleam. Now, I do have Quiver Dance on this Ribombee. I don't want to give Dragonite a chance to hit us. Ribombee is fragile. Now, Ribombee has Shield Dust, so it's never going to be affected by secondary abilities, which is fantastic for us. Modest Nature, Max Special Attack, Max Speed. Unfortunately for us, that was not enough. But here's what we're going to do. I am going to try to Quiver Dance. If we get hit, we get hit. But I think Dragonite is not going to... I don't think it's not going to take us out. What I think is that Quiver Dance will help us. That's what I think. And so we have Quiver Dance, as you saw, Pollen Puff, Energy Ball, and Dazzling Gleam. We lived. That is what I was hoping for, and here's why. Dynamax, Max Starfall. I think we can knock out this Dragonite. Now, it might be a waste of a Dynamax. Haxorus might have been a better choice for a Dragonite, for a Dynamax at this point, but sometimes you got to take the risk. So we're sending Ribombee to a potential early grave. It's a bit of a shame, but let's give it a go. Our Royal Guard. I'm really happy that I got to use some bees in this particular contest, because quite frankly, I wasn't. I'm happy that they're doing their job. Let's put it that way. Now, did I have this odd feeling, because we definitely used Poison Spikes? Did one of the Pokemon sweep them away, or none of them? No, none of the ones that mattered landed. And either that, or they could be healed, or couldn't be poisoned. I'm pretty sure that's the case, because we definitely got a set of Toxic Spikes off. Alright, Meowstick's back out. This is actually not terrible. Max Flutterby is probably going to be enough for us. We can probably... Ooh, okay. That is amazing. Okay, I forgot. Shield Dust, of course, stops secondary effects, like Thunder Wave. Oh no, it's not even that. It's the fact that the Fairy move put on the field. I forget what it is. It creates a protective barrier, doesn't it? You can tell I'm not a massive battler. I like battling, but I'm not a massive battler, and you can tell by this kind of thing. Okay, Mewtwo is out. Now, we still have 3, they have 2. We're a little bit ahead. No guarantees, though. There are never guarantees in these sorts of battles. But we appear to be doing well. Now, I think for our opposing team, their team wasn't insanely amazing either, but I don't think it was bad. Please don't hear I think it was bad. I think they had a good team. I think that, Dragonite, Scolipede, Meowstick have proven to be really good challengers, but at the same time, we've actually proven that we can hold our own. I'm a bit surprised that we managed to hold our own, though, realistically with Ribombee. I didn't expect the bee to be very helpful at all, quite frankly. But hey, I'm not going to complain. But realistically, I thought Ribombee and Queen Bee were going to be, the Royal Guard and Queen Bee were going to be a little bit problematic. I thought they weren't going to be strong enough. Now, this is based on a very specific set of circumstances where I have done a challenge, and unfortunately, just due to some bad luck, I don't have the footage for it anymore. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, with Vespiquen and Ribombee, and if you have a Fire type at all, or a Rock type, we're screwed. We're so screwed. Anything that can outspeed us and kill us. Oh, and Ribombee is fragile. Vespiquen is super weak, even though it's got high defenses. And this is not to belittle my Pokemon, by the way. I love these Pokemon. As a King Bee myself, I cannot pretend that I don't think these Pokemon are amazing. Now, Togekiss I had forgotten about. I actually had, and I wish I'd paid more attention. So, what we have left is Medallion the Haxorus and Butter the Mimikyu. I think we might... Ooh, that was more damage than I expected. We're gonna die, but that was more damage than I expected. This is good. Maybe the Togekiss isn't max defense. I don't want Haxorus to die, but we might have to sacrifice Haxorus to the gods here. Especially because Haxorus is not going to be able to take out this Togekiss. We are a dragon, it is a fairy. We're just screwed. No effect from two of our moves because it's flying and fairy. So we just have to use close combat. But the point is to stall. Yep, 100% what I expected. Didn't expect to outspeed. Now Haxorus, I won't explain too much because the set... I'll try and remember to explain the set in the next one, but max attack, max speed. We're outspeed by a Togekiss that had used an air move in Dynamax, so... a flying move, sorry, in Dynamax, so it raised its speed. Unfortunately didn't get to show off Medallion, but we'll see what it does next time. Pineapple is our last Pokemon, and it's a Mimikyu. Now, I'm not certain how we're going to do this, because normally the strategy with Pineapple is it's a Dynamax Pokemon. Very specifically a Dynamax Pokemon. I'm going to go for a Phantom Force. I don't know if we outspeed or not, but I have to try. Mimikyu, normally the way I play it, so it has a choice band. This is the problem with Mimikyu, in all honesty, is it has a choice band. And choice band obviously limits my move choice. Now, here's the positive, as a side note. Togekiss is going to go out of Dynamax this turn, and I'm not hitting it in Dynamax. I'm making a Phantom Force attack. Now, this is going to backfire if it has Protect. If it has Protect, I'm screwed. It's gone. We're done. End of battle. No more things to say. But I don't think so. I think Snips, our opposing Togekiss, is going to Light Screen. Interesting, because Light Screen stops special moves. Phantom Force is a physical move. And down goes the Togekiss. Hey, I'm happy. I am super happy with that. Not because we won, because that was an amazing battle. There was a lot of back and forth and a lot of fun. I am amazed. Jorgen, if you ever see this, thank you so much for the battle. Let's go to our next one. Alrighty, battle number 2. After that first one, I'm really looking forward to this. I am uncertain how to say that name, so whoever you are, if you ever see this, you probably won't, but if you ever do, thanks for the battle. Especially because they initially asked for a 3-on-3 battle. I requested a 6-person battle on the way back. I appreciate that you accepted that, more than you could know. Starting with Vespiquen, our Queen Bee again. My queen, I am here to serve. Well, we have Drought, of course, on the table. Pressure from Queen Bee. Not really going to be much trouble here, I don't think. Realistically, we're going to do the same thing we tried to do last time, set up Toxic Spikes. Aromatherapy? I may have misclicked a move when I was building this Pokemon. I thought it was meant to be attack order, I think. I think I had attack order, and no, it was defense order. I meant to put defense order on this. Never mind. I just realized that I made it. Actually, I can tell you, it's in the yes. Yeah, I wrote it, I put it in wrong, but I do have the list right here, and it's defense order, so shame on me. The reason was because I figured we could raise our defenses. Alright, this is basically what I expected. Flamethrower knocks out Queen Bee's down. I wish Queen Bee could have been better, but the fact that it can set up Toxic Spikes is more than enough for me. Now, this opponent came in. Energy Ball might be the answer, by the way. I believe Energy Ball with Royal Guard is the answer. I am not Dynamaxing, though. That is a very important thing to note. And I have to hit it first. Now, our opponent has come in with all legendaries. We probably don't stand a chance, but I want to try. How that last battle went amazed me, so I truly must try. Energy Ball did more damage than I expected, but I expect to go down to a Flamethrower, so let's not harbour any delusions. Flamethrower hits, and yes, indeed, we go down. Oh, I forgot I had a Focus Sash! I actually forgot my item is Focus Sash. Oh, I was just expecting the worst. Alright, we're just going to use an Energy Ball, and down will Groudon go. I don't think they need to switch, and in fact, I think it would not be in their best interest to switch. because Toxic spikes. So they force another Pokemon into Toxic, well, into Poison, because we only got one layer down. And then, in this instance, they're going to force another Pokemon into, oh, excuse me. They would have forced Groudon to get poisoned as well. Not the best position to be in. What are they sending in? Okay, Tapu Koko, I believe? Tapu Koko? Tapu... I'm afraid I don't know them by sight. I know it's not Tapu Bulu, that's the bull-looking one. Pretty sure it's not Tapu Lele, and I don't remember the last Tapu. So what did it have? Electric Seed. Ah yes, on electric terrain raises defense. This probably doesn't bode well for me, but I think we just Dazzling Gleam and call it a day. We basically want to do as much damage as we can on it before being killed. Pretty sure we were going to outspeed. I'm so happy with that Focus Sash. Not what I expected at all. Brave Bird. Huh. Is it Part Fire? If not, that's an interesting move for it to learn. It doesn't matter, we killed it, so I'm pretty happy. And yes, the Harsh Sunlight. So Drought has faded by now, and we're just dealing with certain terrains. Now for the fun part. What goes in against it? I think we have to go with Medallion. Let's go with Medallion. I'm probably going to try to Dynamax Mimikyu this time. I'm going to try to go for a Swords Dance Mimikyu and get it going. So Haxorus, I didn't get to talk about Medallion much this time. We're just going to go for an Earthquake. I won't Dragon Dance. Haxorus has a Life Orb. That's its main... Ooh, interesting. I didn't realize we would outspeed. So it's already got a pretty good... Like, if you don't know, Haxorus' attack stat is insane. I actually don't know the number off the top of my head, but every time I play with a Haxorus in my party and we get to the final battles, it's always like, oh yeah, its attack stat is double everything else it has. It's just stupid. So Haxorus' attack stat is well worth playing with. Cresselia. I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance. I don't know if it can knock us out. It probably can, but I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance and try to knock it out. Perfect. I don't know if we'll live the damage. We'll find out in a second. Anyway, its moves, of course, so it's Max Attack, Max Speed, Life Orb, Mold Breaker, which is probably the most important ability. Even though you wouldn't normally want a Haxorus to come up against a Mimikyu, this Haxorus probably could. And it's because of Mold Breaker. Actually, most Haxorus probably could. Not sure what the plural of Haxorus is. I think most Pokemon's plural are the same. So the plural is, like, if I say Haxorus, the plural of that word is also Haxorus. Anyway, you saw the moves. Close Combat, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance. Nothing too crazy. We're gonna go with Pineapple. Now, this is our Dynamax mod. So we need to set up on this, and we need to be able to Dynamax the turn after. So we start with Swords Dance. Here's the downside of a Mimikyu with Choice Band that is meant to be Dynamaxed. So the Choice Band obviously doesn't apply when it's Dynamaxed. If you didn't know, that's how the choice items work on a Dynamaxed Pokemon. You can use something like Swords Dance, like I just did, and that'll apply. But right now, I am officially locked into Swords Dance. But when I Dynamax, the choice item doesn't apply anymore. What it does do is what it also doesn't do is apply the boost of the band. So I'm stuck using Swords Dance, but I won't be stuck doing that in Dynamax. So when we Dynamax this turn, and I'll just use Max Flutterby, why the hell not? Doesn't really matter what, because we can use whatever move we want. The problem is, when we come out of Dynamax, we'll be stuck in Swords Dance again. If we don't make full use of Mimikyu at this point, we will not be able to make use of it afterwards and be forced to switch. So we have to see what it will do. Now, this has been a strategy I've done quite a lot. They've nerfed Mimikyu a little bit. I'm not sure how, but I do remember hearing about it way back when I was playing Sword and Shield competitive a little bit. And I wasn't hardcore playing competitive. I just remember hearing from people at the time when I was watching challenge battle runs and stuff like that. I was watching Pimp Night, I believe it was, and he talked about it at some point. Or if it wasn't him, it was someone else. Could have been Ace Trainer Liam. Not sure. Because Ace Trainer Liam, while he's not in competitive battles, does talk about stuff on his stream, and I may very well have heard it from him at some point. Uncertain. Anyway, I realised I didn't talk about Mimikyu in the last battle. Obviously, Choice Band, Ability Disguise, Max Attack, Max Speed. I debated giving it a Choice Scarf, but I gave the Choice Scarf to Bolt Hunt, because that was the important one, I believe. That was the very important one. Surf, fantastic, not going to do much damage. Mimikyu is surprisingly tanky even without Disguise. You wouldn't believe it, you really wouldn't, but it surprisingly is. The 4 attacks, you saw them before. It's a Jolly Nature as well, trying to boost the speed a little bit because it's powerful enough once you raise its attack. Swords Dance, Leech Life, Phantom Force, Play Rough. The vain hope is that you can use it in multiple situations. It's turned out to be pretty on par. I think we can use Max Phantasm now on this Mew and be pretty happy with ourselves. Let's see what happens. Dynamaxed Mew, that makes sense. Mew is a fun one. I've never built a Mew before, and if only I didn't have the restriction of no legendaries in this playthrough, when we got to the pink Pokemon, I probably would have used a Mew. That's okay. I might do something fun at the pink run. I'm debating it hard. I won't say it out loud in case I don't do it. What I might do is a secondary video with this particular idea, so it becomes like a here's a gag video on top of everything else, and have a serious pink run and then a gag pink run. Because what I'm thinking won't really work. It's a funny thing to do, not a serious thing to do. Anyway, I should be talking about this battle. Mew hit us, and Mew is so varied and can learn every move, and therefore you cannot predict what a Mew is going to be. Good thing we killed it in one hit and we didn't die. Mimikyu is... oh, and you cancelled? You didn't send out your last Pokemon and I can't remember what it is. Well, I am going to count that, and I am going to say thank you anyway for the battle. We've been cut down here, cut back out here. So, without further ado, let's return to the video. I am so gutted that the second trainer cancelled the battle at the end. I did take a look at the video to see what their last Pokemon, and it was a Regieleki. I think given what we had left, it wouldn't have been very effective, so they just saw the writing on the wall there. I am still amazed that against a team of legendaries we handled ourselves so well, but it's been said time and time again, and I guess it just goes to show, legendary Pokemon aren't everything. Just because you have a team of them does not mean you will win. I gotta say, my bees did their job in the team way better than expected, so maybe I didn't have to put quite so much power in there in the form of Mimikyu and Haxorus. But without testing the teams or the builds beforehand, I can't really know that. What are your thoughts on the team this week? Next week, it's going to be the green team. If you've got any suggestions for Pokemon or builds, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Thank you so much for watching. My name is SVP, talking on a KingBee, and I'm buzzing off. Ciao for now.